Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, another little update on my Space Wolves. So yeah, from the previous video I've gone in and I've done some battle damage. There was a bit of battle damage on there, but just not enough for me. I wanted more battle damage. Now, as I made these quite a long time ago, I was a bit nervous about going in and actually damaging up the armour. But now I've got a lot more confidence, and you know, I'm quite happy doing that. Now, I know obviously you could paint on the battle damage and do like chipping effects and stuff, but for these guys I want physical damage on their armour. They've been locked in the Eye of Terror for 10,000 years fighting chaos. Their armour is going to be battered. So I've gone and done that. I'll show you that in a second. I've also washed everything except for the grey armour, so I've still got to wash that. The reason why I've left that to last is because I'm going to line wash those. I'm not going to wash everything, I'm just going to go into the recesses. But yeah, let me show you what I've done. So starting off with this guy. So I went in with all of the metalwork sections, or the silver sections, with Nuln Oil, and then the golds, I did two different washes. On the Black Legion gold, I went in with the flesh wash, and then I used the Earthshade wash for the Space Wolves gold, and also the Emperor's Children's gold. I also used that Earthshade on the battle damage, so you can see there's a little bit of battle damage there on his knee. Just spin him around, there's a bit up on his backpack. I used various methods. I used a knife, I used a drill, I used some pliers, I used the tip of my file, just to give me different battle damage effects. Also washed the leather on there as well. The pink itself, I did actually only wash the recesses and the edges. I didn't actually wash everything because it's going to be a lot easier to paint that. And that's one of the reasons why I would recommend line washing, or just washing in the recesses. So it saves you going back over with the shade, with the base coat, and having to go over the wash. So that's that guy, and the washes, as you can see, is really bringing these guys out now. Where's his battle damage? Everyone's got battle damage, so he's got some on his knee there, some on his leg. The wash that I've got on the battle damage at the moment, that's just the starting point. I am going to do some obviously weathering effects to go along that. So this guy's got some chipping on his arm and his shoulder pad, like so. Let's bring this round. So yeah, the pink itself, I've got this nice base coat of pink. I said I've washed on the edges where the recesses are, so I've got a bit darker wash. I washed that with red. And that just means I can start highlighting it straight away without having to worry about going back over the base coat and bringing the colours up. So that's that guy. And then the pack leader. Washed his horns with the Earthshade. Keep wanting to say Devlin Mud. Again, he's got some battle damage on him. So there's not a huge amount of battle damage, but enough just to add some extra detail. And once I use the battle damage and the wash, not the wash, the weathering, along with the battle damage marks that I've got, hopefully they'll look pretty beaten up, but at the same time maintaining all the detail that I've got on there. So that's this dude. Just finished up some of that stuff. I've gone into his head and put the back section. Space Wolves, like, well, whatever, where the helmet would normally go. Pop that around there. Washed all of the sword shield and stuff. So that's that. I mean, metalwork, that's fine to wash all over. And, you know, it depends what you're doing, I suppose. But I find definitely on armour plates, it's definitely more beneficial just to wash in the recesses. That's that guy. And this dude here. I'm going to do some blood effects on these guys as well, right at the end. You know, on his, like the wrecking ball and stuff. Now I've got these things on here. Now I have to be honest, if I was building this army now, I would not use those shoulder pads. But they're on there, and I've got 2 in this unit. So what I'd like you to do, if you can please, is throw in a few suggestions of what I should write on there. You know, there's the usual things like Fang and Wolf and, you know, things like that, Russ or whatever. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions what I could write on there, that would be very useful, thank you. So that's that guy. And the next one, so these are the 2 melter gun stroke plasma gun guys. Focus. That's him. And coming round there. So that's him, and then the second guy. Some nice battle damage there, liking that. It's looking pretty cool. There's that second, whatever you want to call it, on his shoulder pad. And then lastly, this guy. Now I've done something a little bit extra to this guy because I was feeling it wasn't looking balanced. A pink glove and that was it. So I've gone in and I've given him a pink kneecap. So he's stolen a Chaos Empress Children kneecap, stuck it on there. And I think that balances the model out really well. So I'm very happy with that. I'm glad I did that. But again, just washed it all down. You can see the banner pole there. It's a lot darker now, which is cool. I suppose that's the other little tip, really. If you do need to do washes and you're not quite sure on the effect of the wash, it's wise to just maybe just water down the wash a little bit, or put some of that glazed medium in the wash. It's better to do 2 like thinner washes than 1 thick wash, so to gradually sort of build up the washes. There you go, that's that one. Now I've washed the battle damage, and the Black Legion battle damage, looks like I've washed my thumb as well. The Black Legion battle damage is, I've put in like a silver, because obviously it's black, so it's quite hard to weather up black. So I put the silver in the cuts. I didn't do that on the Space Wolves armour though, because I just don't think it needs it. And same on that one. I washed that with black, and then I washed that with Earthshade on the battle damage. So yeah, that is what I've been up to. Coming on very well, really happy how they're looking. Next up is the big task of going into the grey armour, if I can not drop it, going into the grey armour and just washing in all of the recesses. But yeah, once that's done, it's going to hopefully make that armour pop, and I'll be all ready for highlighting. So yeah, let me know what you think. Hopefully you like them so far, and as usual, more to come. Thanks for watching.